So who we're gonna get? The Insta360 mic Air or the Insta360 GPS mic? Pick your poison. Welcome to the channel, Jay on the Segway. I do have a tutorial channel just to get things started. Jay on the Segway tutorials. I will start, I keep saying this, I haven't really done it yet, but I'm gonna start uploading how-to videos. So for example, how to update your mic Air, how to update your mic, GPS mic, you know, in your GPS preview mic, preview remote, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of little things that you can do videos like that on. So I'm going to do that over there instead of doing it all on this channel. But anyways, this video is about do you use the mic Air or do you use the GPS microphone? Now, they both have pros and cons, right? But let me let you guys listen to it first. We have the GPS mic right now. We have the settings set to normal AI wind reduction. This is how it sounds. You guys see the speed right now. For the telemetry data, I'm going to use the Garmin to give us telemetry data. Let me go on the other side of the situation and then we'll see. But pretty much with this remote, when you guys are using these remotes, you always want to have the microphone pointed at your mouth. For the simple fact that if you're riding pretty fast, you kind of reduce how much wind is going to interrupt what you got going on for audio. So right now I have dual mic audio on right now, or dual recording. So the front of the Ace Pro 2, to be honest with you, is probably going to be enough for audio while riding a bicycle, because if it's facing you like this, then the wind is not really going directly into the microphone. And if you guys have the Jay on the Segway mic mod done to your camera, you're gonna get really good audio. Crazy part is the trail light that I'm using, because I am using a trail light riding at this time of the night. There's probably not gonna be anybody out at all. So I took my, I forgot, outbound lighting headlight. Took the trail light out because it's very powerful and puts out a lot of light. And this section that I'm about to ride right now is pretty dark. So we want to make sure that we got as much light output as possible so we can see everything. Because I don't know if there's going to be some coyotes out here, or, you know, just want to see the critters and stuff, not get surprised. How does the audio sound? Okay, so right now I got the slider to the Ace Pro 2. This is how it sounds if you just had the camera with the Jay on the Segway mic mod. You can expect the audio to sound like this. That's what the audio sound like when it's just the microphone only. I know the microphone sounds a little bit lower, however, it still gives you good audio from a sense where it's not going to allow wind to get in and ruin audio. When you put the slider towards the microphone only, what you get is you get the option to turn up the volume in post-editing. So whatever program you use to edit your videos, you can boost the audio up and then still get good audio, you know? So that's the flexibility you get with using a GPS mic. Oh man, guys, I am tired and I just started riding. All right, so we have another situation where we're going downhill. Got a little bit of speed going. It's a little bit of wind blowing. This is how I sound. I am pointing the microphone so that, like I said, it can kind of face my mouth so you can hear me best and we can reduce how much wind is in the video. And this is how it sounds. The alternative is to use the Insta360 mic Air with the Ace Pro 2 or the X5 or the X4. Works best with the X5 and the Ace Pro 2 though. And you could either use a Garmin XT2, which is a motorcycle GPS. Another GPS that you could use for these things are your Garmin watch. Like right now, we got the Garmin Enduro 3 right here. This is going to measure my speed, distance, my heart rate. You guys are going to see everything as it is in real life. So we're going to go on ahead, and I need to go to Walmart, as much as I don't want to go to Walmart specifically, but
I need to grab some things. I gotta grab some permanent glue. There's just a couple things I gotta grab, so we're gonna go on ahead and roll to Walmart. So this is the alternative, guys. If you guys don't want to have the trickiness of the audio with the damn cop brakes is over there squealing. If you guys don't want to deal with the complications of switching the audio slider and post editing with the Insta360 app using the GPS microphone, you guys can always get the mic Air, get the regular GPS preview remote. If you guys have a Garmin watch, any sort of Garmin smartwatch that could connect to the Garmin Connect app and is able to track your activities. So my Garmin Zumo XT2, the Garmin Zumo XT2 motorcycle GPS, I could actually use that to get telemetry data for a video like this, you know, using the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, the X5, and the X4. I don't think it works with the X3, but it works with the X4, the X5, and the Ace Pro 2. Possibly the Ace Pro. I could not verify that 100%. It's all in the files and the format and all that type of stuff. But anyways, beautiful day, guys. Kansas. That's one thing Kansas does have typically, and something you can expect, is great weather. This weather is just so good. And here we are on little Ezra, which is my Honda Navi. A very fun way to travel around any large city. Oh man, especially after you then modified it, made it, you know, kind of personalized it to be your own. So here's the audio difference, guys. And just for shits and giggles, I'll open up my visor. My visor is wide open. Now the problem with this is, because there is a problem with this type of setup, when you have your microphone magnified or magnetized inside of your helmet, and the problem is, make sure I got my wallet, the problem is your helmet has to be closed in order for your audio to stay consistent, especially if you're going to have the camera mounted on the helmet itself, you know. Now if I mounted the camera right here on the handlebars, then we might be able to work around with something, you know, we'd be able to work with that, because the microphone built into the Ace Pro 2, when it comes to this camera specifically, is has a very good microphone. And if you do the J on the Segway mic mod on it, it'll give you pretty good audio if you had your helmet open. The only thing is you're gonna have to talk a little loud. That's your difference. So but if you talk loud, people will be able to hear you. You might hear a little bit of wind in your video. It depends on your motorcycle. It depends on how fast you're riding. All these things matter. You guys know this. This is common sense. But yeah, it just depends, guys. It all depends. But this is what this thing sounds like with the mic Air. All the audio settings in the camera is set to 0 decibel gain, so you can bring the audio levels up on this thing. Noise cancellation is off, so if you are in a very windy situation, you could put noise cancellation on the lowest level. I normally don't recommend going high on noise cancellation, but you guys can go on the low settings, and it should do you pretty well. So here we're going to do somewhat of a speed test. Just depends on these cars in front of me and how well they keep up their pace when the light turns green. But we're going to go on, and like you see, it's still reading 1.1, 0.9, 00 miles an hour. So when you're using Garmin devices on a vehicle that isn't like a bicycle, or you're running, or you walking, anything faster than a bicycle, it just won't be able to keep up with the pace. I didn't stop, and it took like 5 seconds for the GPS to, or should I say the screen to show that the speed isn't, you know, that it's 0. It was still winding itself down from, what is it, 6 miles an hour, then 5, then 1.7, then 0. So it's very laggy, and I usually do not recommend using Garmin devices, even the motorcycle GPSs. The motorcycle GPS might be a little bit faster when it comes to keeping up, and that's because the processor is a little bit faster. This Enduro 3 is a Garmin watch with a very weak processor, simply because the hardware and the software is very low energy stuff. Like it's just not made to be a powerful watch. It is made to last 3 to 4 months without needing to be charged. I don't even remember the last time I charged this thing. It's got a solar panel on it. Even when it's off, the solar panel will get 1% battery per hour. That was my test results. So let's see what she does. And you guys can see I'm going 35, and you know, it's probably still accelerating on the screen. But you get my heart rate, you get, you know, my pace and all that kind of stuff. It'll show you that type of stuff. So that's just one good thing about using Garmin stuff. But like I said, I don't see the benefit unless you're actually using your legs to do an activity, whether it be cycling, running, or walking. It's just not going to be any benefit. It's not very beneficial if you're doing anything otherwise.
Random question. Random. Why does it seem like all Infinity G35s are clapped out? Oh yeah, your G37 homies is all in the same category. Why does it seem like everyone I see gotta be clapped out? A lot of them raggedy. I don't know. Driving Infinity G35, G37. You know anybody that does? Let me know in the comments. So as you guys can see, the GPS mic, it sounds okay. This is a very low speed telemetry data device that'll give you audio at the same time. Don't expect this to give you good audio at high speeds. This is very bulky, especially compared to the Insta360 Mic Air. It is bulky compared to any other GPS microphone or GPS remote on the entire market. So yeah, backpack strap clipped right here. It does come with bicycle mounts. It comes with a clip. It's not magnetic either, so don't think that, is it magnetic? Nah, it's not magnetic. It comes with also a watch band that you can wear it on your wrist, which is probably good if you're going to use it on your bicycle, or you could just mount this on your handlebar like I did in the video, and then have that microphone somewhat facing your mouth. So when you're speaking or whatever, it'll pick up your voice. It is an omnidirectional microphone, so it will pick up sound from all over the place. Remember, in the Insta360 app, and this is why I told you guys to go over to my tutorials channel, because I will show you guys what that looks like. Because when you put dual audio recording settings on the Ace Pro 2 and or the Insta360 X5, in the options and the audio settings, you can do dual audio recording, and what it'll do is it'll record audio from the actual camera itself, and then it'll record audio from the GPS microphone for as long as you have it on that mode. This thing has two modes, GPS only and GPS with the mic. So as long as you have GPS with the mic, you'll be able to get the audio from this and from the camera, and then you have a slider on which one you favor more or the other when you want to do post editing or during post editing. So obviously the Insta360 Mic Air is such a small microphone. I mean, just look at the size difference, okay? And all the settings, the audio settings and gain and everything was straight neutral, zero gain on everything, just to keep it fair for between both microphones. I like to use the Mic Air. I put it inside of my helmet, right by my mouth, and inside the helmet it'll be somewhat like right here, and that's what you guys heard in the video. So if you're doing long distance trips, high speed stuff, you definitely want the Mic Air. You can use the Garmin watch, like I told you guys. You see I had the Garmin information on there. You see it's laggy, but it still kind of shows you your speed. Like if you're just cruising, you'll see your speed anyway. Or just get the Insta360's GPS preview remote, which is the one without the microphone, and that one has a really good refresh rate. And the battery lasts very long, some 8 to 12 hours if you're just straight using it for GPS. Maybe not that long, maybe 6 hours. But it works. It's a unit, you know. Or you can just buy the microphone GPS and just turn the microphone off and then just use the GPS from that microphone. That way you can use USB-C plugging, because the GPS preview remote that doesn't have the microphone has some sort of weird magnetic charging situation going on with it, where this one has a USB-C port. So if you're on your motorcycle and you have a cigarette lighter, you can plug a USB-C port into that microphone and have unlimited battery life. And then you just got to worry about your X5, your Ace Pro 2. I don't think it works with the X4 yet, but maybe there's an update coming up soon at the time of this recording. So look, G's Moto, you guys get over there and check out her channel, okay? She's a big supporter of mine. You're gonna see her. She's gonna be the first one on the video commenting, either her or Luis. But
but go over there and check her out, okay? And shout outs to Luis as well, because he asked me to do a couple of videos for him, maybe like 1 or 2 videos, and I went on ahead and did it, gave him some ideas. So if you guys have any video ideas, let me know in the comments below. All right, I do have the DJI Mic 3, I do have the Mic Mini, I do have the Mic 2, and I have a series of other microphones like right now. Shout outs to Boya. I'm using the Boya Magic microphone. I'm using the little lav mic, the little wireless one is sitting right in here. Shout outs to Insta360 for this little pendant. It is magnetically connected to that. So we got a whole bunch of different things going on here, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.